Before 1913, America's financial system was plagued by constant panics, with bank runs becoming a disturbingly common sight. The Panic of 1907 was particularly severe, highlighting the urgent need for a more stable banking system. To address this crisis, a new solution was forged. On December 23, 1913, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act into law, a landmark piece of legislation. This act established the Federal Reserve System, creating 12 regional Federal Reserve banks across the country to provide a safety net for the nation's banks. With its creation, the Federal Reserve was given a new and critical role. It operates under a dual mandate: to promote price stability and to foster maximum employment. This mission guides its efforts to ensure a healthy and resilient economy, symbolized by bustling factories and families achieving their financial goals. Before 1913, America's financial system was in a state of chaos. Bank runs and financial panics were alarmingly common, causing widespread economic devastation. The severe panic of 1907 was the final straw, highlighting the urgent need for a central banking system to provide stability. In response, on December 23, 1913, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act into law. This landmark legislation created the Federal Reserve System, establishing 12 regional reserve banks across the country to oversee the nation's finances and provide a more stable monetary framework. The Fed was given a dual mandate: to promote price stability and to foster maximum employment. By managing interest rates and regulating the money supply, it aims to create a healthy, growing economy, symbolized by bustling industries and confident consumers. Today, the Fed's role is more critical than ever. As one financial historian notes, it has been instrumental in preventing deep depressions. However, as an economic analyst points out, it now faces modern challenges like controlling inflation and navigating the rise of digital currencies, continually adapting to safeguard America's financial future. Before 1913, the American financial landscape was a battlefield of uncertainty. Bank runs were a common, terrifying sight as panics swept the nation, wiping out savings and shuttering businesses. The Panic of 1907 was the final straw, a severe crisis that highlighted the urgent need for a central financial authority to bring order to the chaos. In response, a landmark moment in American history unfolded. On December 23, 1913, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act into law, creating a new backbone for the nation's economy. This established 12 Federal Reserve districts across the country, designed to provide a more stable and secure financial system. The Federal Reserve was given a crucial dual mandate: to ensure price stability and to foster maximum employment. This new institution was tasked with guiding the economy, aiming for a delicate balance that would allow businesses and families to thrive. Today, economists reflect on its enduring impact. Financial historians note the Fed's critical role in preventing deep depressions like those of the past. Meanwhile, analysts point to modern challenges, from managing inflation to navigating the rise of digital currencies, underscoring the Fed's ever-evolving role in our complex global economy. Before 1913, the American financial landscape was a battlefield of instability, marked by frequent and devastating bank panics. The Panic of 1907 was the final straw, a crisis so severe it pushed the nation to seek a permanent solution. The chaos of the era highlighted the desperate need for a central banking system to provide stability and order. In response, a landmark piece of legislation was passed. On December 23, 1913, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act into law, fundamentally reshaping American finance. This act established a network of 12 Federal Reserve banks across the country, creating a decentralized central bank designed to be both responsive to local economic needs and guided by a national perspective. This new era brought with it new forms of currency, including Federal Reserve notes, which gradually replaced other types of banknotes. These notes, along with financial instruments like Liberty bonds issued to fund World War I, became tangible symbols of the nation's unified economic strength and the federal government's growing role in managing the money supply. The Federal Reserve was tasked with a crucial dual mandate: to ensure price stability and to foster maximum employment. This mission guides its actions to this day, from setting interest rates to regulating banks, all in an effort to maintain a healthy and growing economy for all Americans. Today, economists recognize the Fed's critical role in preventing the kind of deep depressions that once plagued the country. However, modern challenges like managing inflation and navigating the rise of digital currencies ensure its work is never done, continually adapting to the evolving financial world.